All right, so guys, this is actually me after almost completing the editing of this video. It's just combining all the recordings together. But in my thumbnail, I found the unlimited money glitch, and I think it is right. Okay, the strategy which I've discovered right now seems to be like one of the best strategies. Maybe people don't know, maybe someone already made that up, used that strategy in the past, maybe that's not successful, but for me, I feel like that's the ultimate strategy which anyone would want to use in trading, because the losses will be so much minimal and your profits will be so much high that you're gonna go insane. You're gonna be like, damn, how am I making so much money? So maybe it is one of those strategies. Now, yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching, and let's get back. So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel Trading Newbie, and today is day 9. So alright, now every day I trade in the morning around 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. but today I'm doing it in the evening at 6 p.m. If you ask me why, it's because today I had a shift at McDonald's, what do you like to call it. It was from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. and then for me to travel from there to my house, it would take me 1.5 hours. So today morning, I had to wake up at 5:30 a.m., travel, go to the work, do 8 hours of slavery just to get $150, and then come back home. Again, I started at 4 o'clock, 4:15 around that, and I came home by about 5:30, 5:45 ish, and then I had to get freshed up and all, and now it's 6:17, and I've decided to do trading and focus on this till 8 o'clock, and at 8 o'clock or 8:30 around that time, and I'll leave to the gym about 8:30, and I'll have a 1.5 to 2 hours gym session as well. So okay, this is day 9, and yesterday all right, before talking about anything, I want to give a huge shout out to all the people who are looking at my videos. I really appreciate the support. It's been 5 days, just 5 days since I've started uploading, and you see I'm already getting a lot of views. I got 262 views in this, I got 226 views in this, I got 118 views in this, I got 62 views on this, and I'm slowly getting 11 views on this. And till date, I would say that the best day was yesterday. Every day was best, but yesterday was like a little bit more better than every other day. It is because I found a new strategy by my own self. So, all right, now while I was working today, I don't know, my brain completely kept thinking of hedging and the netting and hedging and how to actually trade in those ways. But I've gotten to a actually really nice conclusion. It's not a conclusion though, but it is like a conclusion. So let's say that my let me do one thing. Let me draw in OneNote. I'm gonna create a new page. Call that day 9. Let me use this. All right. So let's say that the graph is going like that. So it's going upwards, and you see there are a lot of highs and lows. So let's just make it not that shallow. So you see these are the points, and this is how our trend line would look. It's basically like we would draw it such that it would touch at least 3 points, or else the trend line isn't valid. So let's just say it touches the trend line at all these points. So anyways, so the graph is going like that, and let's say that we are around here. So let's say that we are around here. So the graph has been going up since a really long time, and now the graph's going down. Now you see the graph goes down like that, and then it switches up. And before that happens, as soon as the graph does that, so in reality, we'll have that candlestick, that candlestick, that candlestick, that candlestick, and then we'll start having so the candlesticks are actually more easier to identify compared to this. But then on page, like, when I'm drawing it, it'll look really easy. However, when we're actually going about working and making those trades, it's going to become really difficult. So for the simple explanation, this is where we get into the market. We take a long position since this is bullish. So we take a long position. Let me just side. Yep. So we take a long position right around here with our take profit at the previous high and our stop loss at the previous low. Now, generally, what happens is that the graph would look something like that. It would go. Let's say that we're in a really good situation, a really good trade. So that's how the graph is going. So we would get in the market right around here, just as we get the confirmation. So we would get in the market around here, and let's just erase this part because we don't want to. Yep. And then we put our take profit right around this level, and we put our stop loss right around this level, and this is where we've taken the trade. So again, all this area over here is our take profit, and all that area is our loss. Now I don't want to make the screen really messy with those ugly highlighter, those markings, but let's keep it simple. So now what I've actually expected is that the graph would somehow break that and make another high, and then again it would go down, up, and so that's what I'd expected to do. So I expect the graph to be bullish and continue to be bullish like it was just before. So let's talk about the possible outcomes. So let's call this 1 and this is 2, where we have the same graph. Let's put the same thing over and in here, and then let's call this 3, and then obviously put this over here, and let's see what's actually going to happen. So all right, so these are the possible outcomes of the trade. So the graph would do that, somehow go up, and also there is one more actually. There is the fourth one. So this is like really important. That is the whole reason I'm making the video. Okay, so let's say that the graph goes somewhat like that, and then boom, we hit profit. We take our profit right around here. So this is where we take our profit. Okay, so this is where we take our profit. Now, well, that is nice. We took the profit and this trade is good. So we have a smiley face in here. Don't judge the face. I know it's not looking good, but I am not an artist. I am at this point I don't know what I am, but okay. So over here in the second trade, in the second scenario, the first scenario is it goes well. The second scenario is where it goes up and then oops, it goes up and then it goes down and then it goes up and then it goes down and then it goes, oh no, what's happening there? Well, there is a market shift, so it goes that and then it goes boom, or maybe it just does boom. So that's the second thing which happens, where we have our stop loss, and this is where we end up having a loss, and here we have a, oh my god, I drew a ghost, I swear. Okay, let's just try our, the face looks like an apple. I should try to make a smaller face, a more cuter face, which I am not and I can't make. Okay, so this is a sad face because you see we have a loss here. So we obviously have a stop loss and the stop loss gets taken. However, the third possibility is that the trade does that and then it goes down and it goes down and then it goes up. Well, we can't do anything about that. That's unfortunate. Maybe let's not consider that. Let's just say the graph does this. So it goes down, and then when it goes all the way down, it doesn't actually touch thing, and then it still goes up. Okay. um and then the next uh thing which might happen, let's leave the other thing because I'm using too much mind here. I should calm down. And anyways, over here again, we obviously take the profit. So the take, oops, so the take profit is right around here. And again, we have a happy face, and I'm trying to draw with my mouth. Sorry. Oh, okay. I seriously have brain rot here. I'm trying to draw with my mouse. I don't even know what I'm talking at this point because of the shift. It was 8 hours, guys. Legit 8 hours. I had to stand over there and do nothing but just stand and do all the slavery just for $150. I mean, I'll try putting that $150 into trading and making it $400, $300. I don't know, maybe $200. But yeah, let's not go that far, because if we go that far, we'll forget about this and we will mess up. So let's focus on what we're doing right now. Um, okay, so this is what we want. So we want the first thing, the first scenario to actually work. This is what we want. However, the second scenario, let's talk about the second scenario and how to fix it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, go all the way down and paste it here. So or maybe I can paste it over there instead. So yeah, so over here what we can do is, so let's say that the graph has touched the point, the lower point, the stop loss, and then after it has touched the stop loss, it goes even more lower. All right, so let's say that the graph goes like this. So let's not go too far. So let's just say that there is a stop loss, and we hit the stop loss, and the first trade just voids out. You know, it's just a loss. So what are we gonna do next? Well, there is a stop loss, and we messed up. But what are we gonna do to fix it? Well, we could do this. So the first thing is, as soon as the stop loss gets triggered, we can make a sell position. So instead of the, and then so what we do here is we make a sell. Okay, I think it's, instead of writing, I can just type, which is sell position taken at the stop loss of the buy position. So we take a sell position in the stop loss. So what do? We will be having our, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase, or not erase, let's just not make it complicated. So we will enter the trade over here, and we're gonna have our take profit right around there. Oops, let's make it neat. And we're gonna have our stop loss around there, maybe the previous high. I could keep it over there or even over there. All right, so we have our stop loss placed. We can place it here if we have more confidence, or we can place it here if we have less confidence. So it depends upon you, but we can place it anywhere. So let's just say don't have confidence, I'm just gonna put it here, or just for safety I'm gonna put it here, because the price might go all the way till there and just touch it and go down. So let's say that we are having our stop loss not even over there, we're gonna have it a few pips up above that. So there is two things I can do. So the first thing which I can do is that I have the stop loss placed over there and a take profit over here, or let me just do copy and paste this. So this is what I've been thinking the whole day about. This is like really interesting to me. So, or else what we can do is we can take a trade with our take profit. Okay, so let's say that we have our level right on here. Let's say this is 30. Let's say the area over there is 30. So we put our take profit at 35. Let's say right around there. This is gonna be our take profit, 35, and our stop loss is gonna be right around here. So what this essentially does is that it lets us make our previous loss stabilized. So there is these two are the approaches which I've been thinking about the whole day. Um, so you either take a stop loss. So let's just remove this because it's confusing, and let's remove that because it's confusing. Oops, and let's remove that and that and that. Oops, let's remove that and that. Okay, so let's say that there are two situations. So we either take a trade like this, where if this area is about 30, the loss we get about 60. All right, so if the loss is $10, we make about $20 in the next trade. So it gives us a total profit of $10. All right. So, well, that could you could do that, or else. So let me just write it down here neatly. So let's say that let me remove all these markings. Let's say that the first loss is about, let's say it is $10. Right. So, oops, $10. So the next take profit, the counter trade would give us about maybe $30. And so over here we have accounted for the loss with $10. So you see 30 with $20 because we got a total profit of $20. However, in this case, our let's say the loss is again $10, and our take profit over here would be maybe 11, or let's just say $15. So we have a profit of $15. So which one is actually more better? If you ask me, I would choose the first one. Why? So in the second one, if the trade touches the stop loss again and it starts going up, so let's say unfortunately the trade has done this, so it's done that, it went up and boom, right? So maybe it just did that, or it just did that and then it went down again. So let's say that that's the situation here. I want all these markings because they're confusing. So let's say this is how the trade goes. Well, we don't really want to lose this trade as well. So having this is like really common. You see, it's always uncertain. What's going to happen? We never know. But over here, even if the graph somehow goes up to crosses the previous high and still goes down, we would still have profit. So the thing is, if there is one bearish move completely associated, so no matter what happens under the stop loss, so you see over here, no matter what happens, let's say it goes up and then again it goes down. So once this lower high, lower low, the market structure, the bearish or the downtrend market structure starts to appear, the graph would go boom. So no matter what happens, that one structure will do it for us. All right, so well, we're gonna see which one works, and what I'm gonna do right now is the time is 6:36 p.m. and we have a lot going on, a lot of new strategies coming up. So I'm gonna stick with this one for now, where I'm gonna maximize my profits and minimize my stop loss, my losses. So let's see what's gonna happen. However, if the graph is like, if that is where I've taken a trade, so let's just say that it's going like that, and it, or let's just say the uh, so let's say this is where I've taken the trade. You see, my stop loss should be all the way here, and my take profit, like if I take a trade, if I would take a trade here, my stop loss should be all the way down here, and my take profit should be up there somewhere. So it should actually be up here, literally. And you see, in this case, there's like zero chance. There's no use of such trade. So we won't be taking such trades. However, if we have a trade where the risk to reward ratio is 1:1, um, we will be taking the trade. However, if it reverses and the stop loss gets pinned or touched or whatever, it runs when the stop loss takes you know gets crossed by the market's price, we are gonna do that and take use the second method instead, so that we don't take much risk as well, because it's not only about profit. So if you see there's more profit here, so we can take that. No, that's not how it works, because we need less loss and more profit. At the same time, we want less probability of losing, and that happens only when situations like this occur. But if there is too much gap, and if there is like if the risk to reward ratio, the RRR, is about 0.5 or something, there's no use, because if you somehow lose, you're gonna lose double the money, or maybe more than the money you invested. So you'll go into negatives. That is really bad. So we don't want that to happen. So that's what I'm talking about here. We are going to use the first and the second one based on the situations, but it's generally going to be the first one. So I'm going to be right back. I'll go and get something to eat, and we'll start trading. And today we are going to trade in the market, which was in the morning. I swear I didn't even look at the graphs or anything. I'm just going to open them right now, hide everything, and do bar replay. All right, so we're back, and it's time to open trading view. I just had to get some things done, and we got 15 minutes. So let's open trading view. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use replay trading today because we have no time. So I'm just gonna backward to the morning today, to today midnight, and just use paper trading. Okay, so we're in the weekly time frame. Let's trade AUD USD today. Because yesterday we've done EUR USD already. So let's just, before analyzing the trends, we're gonna use replay trading, launch bar replay, and we're gonna go to a date which is yesterday. Okay, that looks great. So let's get started with our analysis today. So if we see in the weekly trend, in the past few weeks, it's been in a bearish trend. And it's been bearish since long. However, this might be there's like a break of structure right around here, but we don't care about the break of structure because in weekly we don't see much. And now we go to the daily time frame, and you see it is again. Let's just do that. Yeah, it is again bearish, obviously. It's been fluctuating. It went up. There was like a break right around there, and again it went down. So this is like a really nice level where the whole price is like, let's say, where is that? And let's have the opacity. That, yeah. So this is a really nice zone because you see all there's like response. That's like a really good supply zone. And obviously this is a good demand zone as well. We'll look at those later on, but first let's analyze the graph. And in the 4 hours time frame, it is again going down. It's bearish in structure. And in the 1 hour time frame, it is again bearish in structure. So you might you might be like, hey, why is there a high? This is like a high, this is a low, this is a high, this is a low, this is a high, lower high, there's a higher low and a higher high. Well, that doesn't matter because you see we are not looking just at this, we're looking overall. So generally if you look, there is like it's going that way. So we don't know, this could be a flip zone as well. We really don't know what's going to happen, but we got a strategy which will help us. And then here, okay, this is something really interesting. So in our 1 hour time frame, we thought that the market has shifted and it's going bullish, and it seemed to be true when we look at the 15 minutes time frame. However, we don't know what's going to actually happen. But I think that the graph just went up because of the excessive buying pressure at about 1 a.m. and you see this is when the New York session opens. So in this time frame, the New York session works from 1 a.m. from that time all the way till morning Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not when the New York session opened. The New York session opened at 1 a.m. That is. All right, I'm really confused with the time zone, but you know what? I don't care. The time zone's confusing me a lot, but yeah. So it's going bullish, and in the 5 minutes time frame, it should obviously go bullish. But then you see it's fluctuating here. So what are we exactly gonna do here? So let's do one thing. Let's see what's gonna happen in a while. Let's play, and you see it starts going down. Okay, so let's say that we waited to see a bearish trend start, and so we've seen it's going down, so we're looking to take a short position right around here. So again, I'm not cheating by using this play button. All I'm doing is I'm making the weight lower by, I'm just not waiting, I'm technically waiting, but I'm not waiting, I'm just fast forwarding so that we don't have to wait. Okay, so I would obviously be taking a short position with my take profit right around there, maybe at least in that zone, um, and our stop loss somewhere over there, maybe to the previous. And again, we can take it all the way down here if you have confidence, but I'll just keep it at 3. I would like the risk reward ratio really like almost 3. Okay, and let's see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna change this to 1x. All right, and also I forgot to add the moving average, so let's add this. Again, we're not following a particular strategy, we're just figuring out. I'm just trying to do my own thing instead of following anything which I already know. So this is the length of 8, green in color. This is the length of 14, red in color, and here you have it. So we're gonna wait for this to cross over again, and okay, so as soon as it crosses over, you're gonna take a trade. So can we take a trade right here? So the price, so what if I take a trade with this bar? I don't know, we'll see later on, but as of now, let's just wait for the crossover to take place, and as soon as that happens, we're gonna wait. So we're gonna wait for the crossover. So the graph is gonna go down and up, and boom, it's gonna, I believe it will just like go down, like smash down all the way down. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's just wait for the moving average to cross over, so we can play. All right, so you see, okay, so there is a crossover, and again, uh, after the crossover is taken, all right, this is, I'm getting an idea of another strategy as well. So whenever there's crossover, you always take a trade, even if it's towards, with or against the trend, and if that doesn't work, you can use hedging. So that's a really good method as well. I mean, that could work. Okay, I'm not gonna have too many strategies right now. I'm just gonna write it down in one note. Let me just write it down somewhere. Let me just write down saying that trade with moving average crossover, but use so trade with, but use hedging if it fails. So this is not a really good idea, but yeah, it's still doable. Let's just wait for this, and you see here it seems to have a crossover. Okay, so by this time I already know that this graph is probably gonna, it has shifted up, or it's just consolidating, we don't know. Let's just see, let's just keep waiting. And this is where Yep. So this is where there's a crossover, and I would take a trade right around here. So I would do um, paper trade. I would go to the trade tab, and obviously I have 100,000 as the balance. So let me just go to settings, reset account. Let me make the balance as 100 because I like having 100 at the start, and the currency I want it to be okay. Whatever. Let's just have the units, the trade as, let's just put, let's say we have $10 on the line. Okay, so say we put $10 on the line, and I will have a take profit and a stop loss. So our take profit would be around that level. So let's do that, and our stop loss is about that level, and we do sell. Okay, is it actually working? Is it actually doing the trade on today's price? I don't know. All right, let's just leave this. I don't want to do that. Let's do this instead. What if we do sell? We sell 1k. Yep, we have the stop loss over there, and our take profit all the way down there. Or maybe you could have a take profit over here as well. That's a good thing. So let's just keep our take profit here because we have previous low. So maybe we could keep our take profit right around there. You know, a bit lower just for a better safety. And let's go to the, oh no, we set it by mistake. Okay, so we have a risk reward ratio of 2, and we did a sell over here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's keep going forward and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so you see there is a trade, which there is again a crossover, I believe. So there has been a crossover, and this is where I think hedging can come into picture. So the price has only, oh my god. Okay, so the price has gone down but didn't go as much as we expected to go. It went to the previous lower um lower high, sorry, higher low, but then it didn't go to the previous higher low. So maybe I should have put my trade to about there and it would have been profitable, but we did not. So what are we gonna do here? We are gonna simply we can take a trade about here. So maybe I could do that. So let's just replay trading, list of trades. How do you even reset settings? How do I even do that? Okay, so let's just say that we have it, we take a, so as soon as there is a switch, let's just say we buy 1,000, and then you see there's a profit over here, and as soon as we do that, you see it might go up again. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a buy with our stop loss around here, the previous low, and the take profit right about there. And if we do that, there's a good chance that the trade isn't that good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this. Oops. I'm gonna delete this trade. Oh, am I recording? I swear. Okay, yeah, good. So I'm gonna take a long position right around here with our take profit over there and our price around there, and the stop loss is over there. So it's 1.23 the ratio, but let's see what's gonna happen. All right, so again, let's just go one bar behind. So again, this seems to be a loss. So, well, I think I'm going a bit too worse on this, but yeah. So you see, I think this is gonna be a loss. So what I'm gonna do right here, simply uh, just wait and see for another bar, and then you see it's gone down, and then I just sell 2K or just sell it off. And then I have my stop loss at about there and my take profit at about there. But then that's not a good trade. So um, let's just see what's going to happen. We're just testing out our strategies. And again, the price seems to go up. So this could be a shift in the structure. So now the trend might become bullish. So what I'm going to do, we're going to take the trade, take the bait. We took the bait already. We're going to buy 1K here, and we're going to have our take profit right around here. Let's keep it about there, and we have our stop loss right around there. So let's see what's gonna happen. We're just gonna keep trying to see. Again, there's a shift in market structure. So, well, you see the shift is not that much seen. All right, that's not a shift, that's just, okay, that is insane. So the graph went all the way down to the low, right around here. So I think that we need to take a trade again, which would probably send it upwards. So you see, this is a huge demand zone. This is a huge demand zone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy with our stop loss around there and our take profit around there. Again, I'm just trying to work around and just figure out a new strategy. And boom, we failed. So it's again gone down out of nowhere, like out of nowhere it just went down. And it's we're in a loss right now, which is really sad, but it's went in a loss. Again, it's gonna go up. So from this I come across a few reflections which are really good, but now that we've done a lot of analysis on this, let's go to another chart. Okay, so let's say that we have EURUSD, one of the most liquid, one of the highest liquidity seen in this particular. Okay, so we are in EURUSD. We're gonna go into weekly, oops, and then we're gonna go to replay trading and go to yesterday. Okay, so now if you go into replay trading, let's just reset settings. Okay, how did I reset it? So let me how do I close the replay trading panel? Yes, I want to exit. Okay, now let's launch bar replay again, and again we're gonna go to select date, and we obviously go to the yesterday's date, and here we have our charts. Okay, so let's start analyzing. Now in weekly, you see it's probably gonna go down. It is going down as well, and in the daily time frame, it is going down as well. It's bearish. In the 4 hours time frame, it is going down as well, which is bearish again. And in the 1 hour time frame, it is again going down, which is bearish as well. and in the 15 minutes time frame, it is okay. So there might be a shift in market structure because it was going down until recently, but it's again going up. So maybe that's a shift in market structure, and we go to the 5 minutes time frame and see there is again a market structure shift. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to just stick to the 4 hours time frame and the 1 hours time frame chart. So it's going bearish in all of them. So I'm just going to take short positions. And if the short positions turns out to be wrong, I'm going to take long positions. So what I'm going to do here, we are going to take short positions with crossovers of the graph. So let's see what's going to happen. We're going to go 1 bar forward. We're going to just take short positions as soon as it crosses over and it goes up. It go up. So it just keeps going down and it should start to go up. And then once it does, it is gonna have crossover. So maybe that's the thing. So there was a crossover in there. So what we can do is we can take a trade right around there. We're gonna have a sell order with our stop loss right about there, and our take profit, I'm gonna keep it as low as that. Well, I don't want this to be that high as well. Maybe we could, yeah, let's just keep it over there. And if our thing turns out to be wrong, we are gonna buy. So this is what we have tested and seen. Let's play. All right, so you see there was a shift in market structure. So I think that we are wrong. The market is gonna go up again. So what I'm gonna do here is I would generally place another trade. So I would place another trade around here without canceling the old trade. So that's what I would do. So right around here, I would have placed another trade. The thing is, I can't do two trades. So let's say I'm trading with Oanda, and I can open two accounts in Oanda. One of them I can buy and the other one I can sell. I can do vice versa depending on me. So I don't want to cancel the previous trade, but take the next trade as well. So I'll explain you guys this about more about this in a while. But for now, I think this is how I would have taken another trade while having my old trade. So this is the new trade, the counter trade which I've taken. And this was the old trade which I have taken right around here with my stop loss over there, take profit over there, and my stop loss around there. Again, let's see what's gonna happen. And the stop loss gets triggered. And you see our trade is successful. So what we've essentially done is we've taken two trades. So we've taken a trade here and we've taken a trade here. So the first trade which we've taken is a sell order. So what I've done here is the graph was going up like that, and so let's say that I've taken a trade around here. So the overall graph was going down. It was bearish in structure. So the graph came down like that, and then it started to go even more down. So this is where I've taken a trade. So I've taken a trade over here, and when I did that, I expected the graph to go all the way down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my point eraser, remove that. So I've taken a trade over here, and I put my take profit somewhere around there and my stop loss about there. And what happened was this trade, the graph went down and then it started going up. And so as soon as I saw that, I saw this over here. So let's just say I saw this thing over here, and I've taken a trade over here, and the graph goes up and boom, and it does what it should do. So I've taken a trade here with my take profit about this level. So I put my take profit at about this level, just about the previous high, and then I put my stop loss around this level. So what is happening here is that my first trade, so let me just do one thing. Let me get you clarity on this. So this is the first trade. So our chart was going up. I took a trade here. Let me use this color. So I've taken a trade here. Chart went down, and it again, after it went down, it went up. So it went up, and then it went, so like the graph went down and I started going up, and then this is when I realized, oh no, the trade isn't good. My first take profit, which is this level over here, isn't gonna be met. I am gonna have loss in this. So what I did instead was I took a trade for a buy. I took a long position, and then I knew that the market shifted to bullish, so obviously I would have a profit here. So that is what happened. Now there is one more thing that can possibly happen. That is, maybe the graph would go like that. So it would go up, you would take a trade here, and then it would again go down. And you see here, you would have this loss. So the counter trade would fail and the previous trade would succeed. And in this way, what's happening is that your previous trade did succeed and the counter trade has failed, but the counter trade has really low stop loss, so the losses are really minimal. And in the first trade, the losses would be obviously higher compared to the counter trade, but we will try to keep it low as well. So in this way, even though we've lost the trade, we at the end won the trade. So this is what happened here. Okay, so now I see that the graph is probably gonna touch this demand level, this supply zone. So if I mark up this zone right around here, and again we have this zone right around here, the graph might touch one of these zones. So you see it went up to the zone and might again come back down, or it might again go up to this zone and come back down, or it might even keep going up. So we don't know what's going to happen, but my estimate is that it would go up and down after it goes to a certain point. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna remove this and remove this. Okay, let's go forward. All right, so you see, well, the graph seems to go down, and let there be, so now the whole graph is again bullish. It's turning out to be bullish, but then I think it's gonna go down again. So let there be a crossover. There is no crossover. It's again going up, and this is where there is a crossover. So now that there is a crossover, I'm gonna take a sell position here, and this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna have my stop loss to about this level, and my take profit to about that level. Maybe I could keep it a bit higher, maybe to that level. And so in that way, I know the trade is not good. All right, the trade isn't good at all. But the thing is, I could keep my stop loss a bit lower. Nah, let's just leave it like that. Now, if I go wrong, I'm gonna have a counter trade placed again. So let's see what's gonna happen. And boom, we have our take profit hit. So you see, our trade was successful. Now again, what's happening here? Now that our trade is successful, we are gonna have our next trend. So maybe the graph is again gonna go all the way up. So what I suspect here is that the you see this zone is like really important. It's just bouncing off up and down. It's like support and resistance levels at this point. So I expect the price to go all the way up. So as soon as there is a, all right, so there's a break of structure. Is it? Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen. The graph is still going down. There's a, okay, it broke the resistance. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a risk. Why am I gonna take a risk? Because you see, every time the price just went up all the way. So I'm just gonna keep my take profit here and my stop loss about there. All right, and let's see what's gonna actually happen. A bit more lower in this play. Okay. Damn. All right, damn, that was nice. That was really nice. Okay, so you see here, what essentially happened was that I was right. So the trade, so the price, it always went down till here and went up again. So with that, so as soon as it went up like that, I knew I would have to take a trade. And now we're here where there is almost a crossover, and we've confirmed the crossover, but by the time we confirm, the price goes all the way down, just like that. Huge candles out there. And then the price is again going down, and I think it's switched to bearish structure again, or it might again go up. So let's keep waiting, trying to see what's happening about here. Okay, there is a huge downtrend again. So again, the market is turning to be bearish in structure. So we're gonna keep waiting to see what's gonna happen. Yep, it's bearish, completely bearish. And now the next time, so right here you see we can't actually assume this, we can't see the crossover, because this is when this graph is really steep. So it's going up, and I think that it would do something like this. This is what I'm estimating it to be doing. So let's see what's it gonna do. We need another, yep, and one more, just a little bit more. And yeah, this is where I would actually take a trade. I would actually wait for the next candle, but I'm not waiting right here because I'm almost 100% sure that the price would again go down. But okay, maybe it wouldn't, because you see the low of a really long time was this, and it already crossed the low. So maybe that's not what's gonna happen. If we go one more step forward, you see there is, yeah, so there's no other option. I am gonna take a trade no matter what. So I'll be taking a sell position around here with our stop loss about there and our take profit about there. Yep. So let's see, I think the take profit is a bit too much, so let me just keep it around there. So again, if this doesn't work, and we are simply gonna take a counter trade. All right, so seems like it's not working, so the graph is probably gonna have a market shift. So what I'm gonna do is, I won't end this trade, and again, in replay trading, I can't take another trade with this, so I can do that with trading view. So what I'm gonna do is, I am gonna take, use the tool here instead. This is the price where it closed, in which we are currently in, and we're gonna have our take profit right about there, and obviously we're gonna have our stop loss right around here, and it's a 1 risk to reward ratio is 1. But I think I can actually reduce it to be that, but then there's no use, you see, because we are obviously gonna hit the stop loss that way. So again, I didn't end the previous trade, and I have this trade open as well. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so we had a loss, and this graph seems to go up, and here we have our take profit. So our counter trade did work out, and at the end we did get some profit. So, and if you ask me how much money am I making in this way, I don't know. I've got no clue if I'm even making money or staying in the same place, because I'm gonna think about how much money and risk management and money, the account management, profits, which profit to take, which profit to not take, how much money to keep in your account, and all of that. I'll keep it later on in the video, in the future videos. That is saved for day 30, 25, 20, 30, I don't know any of those days. But now I'm just gonna analyze and make a strategy which is gonna suit really well. And once I've decided a strategy, which I'm still experimenting with, once I've decided a strategy, that is when I'm gonna actually take, completely take the trades, and with Oanda's account and stuff like that. Okay, now let's see what's gonna happen. Today we've done a lot of trades, and we've learned a lot as well. The best trade was when we estimated that the graph would go up. So you see here, there was a lot of demand zone, and the graph did go up eventually right around here as well. So, well, that's pretty good. It's a really good thing that we worked that out. But yeah, so let's just wait until we see another crossover. All right. So the graph seems to again, yeah. So you see, this has become the new zone of interest. Well, this is gone and this is gone as well, and this has become another zone of interest. So I believe that the price would go down. It's gonna go bearish. So let's see, one more bar and one more bar and one last bar. Okay, so oh no, oh no, never mind. The price is going up and it's hitting this support, sorry, the resistance level, and there you see. So this is what I'm gonna do. Maybe the price would go up again. If it does, I'm immediately gonna take a trade, because you see this is like a mini zone and this is like a mini support zone right around there. So we don't know what's actually gonna happen, but we are gonna do a sell over here with our take profit about there. That is where we went the last time, and just keep it somewhere on there, in our stop loss around there, the zone, should be close to the zone. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's play it out, and yeah, I think that's what's happening. Okay, so maybe there's gonna be a crossover. So what I will do was I would take a long position as a counter trade, and I would take my profit over there and have my stop loss over there. So let's see what happened. And again, you see our counter trade did work, and in the end our counter trade got us the profit. So we sold over here and we bought at a higher price, which is sad because our stop loss got hit. However, we did take our counter trade, and the counter trade worked pretty well. So as I said, I thought that this was a mini support zone, and it actually happened to be a mini support zone, and it worked pretty well for us. So yeah, today wasn't much of patience like yesterday or day before, because I had to wait for like hours just for a few candles, and now I can just click on this button and I would just get candles just like that. And I think this is the best, most efficient way of learning, because your first thing is not patience. The first thing you should learn is a strategy, and then once you have a strategy, that is when you can make use of your patience and get more profitable. So that is it for this video. Well, what we've done today, we have, again, what I've done today, I've simply just talked about new strategies, and experimented with them and decided one thing. So what is the final conclusion? So what I think is the best strategy would be, as of now, is that I would take a trade. So I would trade. All right, so let me just write this down in the text. So can't I write it over here? Test. Can't I do that? I wanna have text with. So let's have our text. Let me just try. So one, find analyze the trend of the 4-hour and 1-hour market of the higher time frames. Two, after we analyze the higher time frames, trade in the direction of the higher time frames, generally 1-hour or 4-hour, depending. And after we do that, after we analyze the trend, and then after we trade in the direction of the high time frame, what are you gonna do? Obviously, take if the trade seems to not work, take a counter trade without ending the previous trade. So this is basically like a mini swing trading kind of a thing. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna keep it like that. So let's have our background with yellow colored in our border with black colored text wrap with that. Mm, 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 mm. All right, so this is basically the final strategy, which I think is the best one. So what I do is I analyze the higher time frames and I find the trend, obviously. And once I do, I'm gonna apply all the thing which I know into the 5 minutes and the 15 of the 5 minutes time frame, the charts, and I would just see if it works. If it doesn't work in the direction of the higher time frame, then I would simply take a trade in the opposite direction as a counter trade, and that would give me profits. And yeah, so well, that was it for today. And obviously we see a really bad thing in the replay trading panel, but we are not gonna worry about that. That is because you see, um, we are not worried about that because we are focusing on learning, and we can't obviously do the hedging in this we can't have two trades of the opposite direction at the same time. So for that, obviously you need two different accounts and stuff like that. So for example, in paper trade, um, all right, so well, I think that is it for today. And obviously, yeah, if you're using the Oanda or any other thing, you could have two accounts and use one from each, or you can simply use this to just analyze the charts and use MetaTrader to, yeah. So that is one more thing as well. So I'm really interested in using this, using TradingView as the charting tool and MetaTrader to actually place the trade. So maybe that could be a nice idea, because MetaTrader, I think it does allow us to put trades. So I'll just put the trades with my iPad in my Apple Pencil, which is really comfortable, and I would just analyze with my laptop, or maybe do everything with the laptop. You never know, but at the end, I should find a way to have trades of two opposite directions at the same time. That is possible when you have two different accounts, but to do that in the same account, it's difficult because you see, I'm going to put money into one account and just trade in one account. So under your name, like if I have three accounts, I have to divide money equally into three accounts, and I don't know which one to put money in. So that is really confusing, manageable, but confusing, which I don't want. So again, for the next video, my agenda for this video, my agenda was to actually find it, work on my new strategy and see what's gonna happen, which is something good. I think it's a really good thing that we working on that strategy, and we have counters to our losses, so that previously the strategy which we were using, there was no counter trade, but now there is a counter, because of which we can minimize our loss. And I think that is it, guys, for today. In the next video, we will be looking about hedging and how to actually have two trades of the opposite directions in one account using MetaTrader or TradingView or whatever it is. We'll just try to find a solution with the help of our one and only ChatGPT as well. So that is it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. I don't know if I'm rapping right now, but I'm just going with the flow. And I really love the way you guys comment, a lot of people suggesting me what to do, and stuff like that. And I'm really glad that I've started documenting this on YouTube, because the main thing is not becoming popular. The main thing is um, getting views, and getting people to see my videos and helping me, giving me recommendations on what is good, what is not good, and stuff like that. So yeah, that is it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. We will be talking about hedging, or in other words, having two opposite trades in the same account. Until then, stay safe and keep trading. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.